looks like talking to Amsel will guess the quest, so let's talk to everybody else. What's up, Dietrich? Hey, boss. Dietrich gives you a slight nod. What can I do for you? How are you holding up? You seem to take Monica's death harder than the others did. Wow. He shakes his head, a wistful expression on his face. Nah, no harder. But I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Iger will never let herself show any weakness, and Glory, well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. Me, I don't give a damn. I've already spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to front a punk band way back when. Believe it or not, I've spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up to our fans' expectations, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. How'd you go from fronting a band to running in shadows? Wasn't as big of a leap as you'd think. I already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and I had the magic to back it up. You need magic to be in a band? I don't think so. One nice thing about shamanism, as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant, and as long as I was scrapping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care whether I did it on stage or in the shadows. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's actually really cool. It's like selling your soul to the devil. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer. He shrugs. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but the hell with them, I thought. I knew that I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased, and rewarded me with magic, and I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls. And so on. He shrugs. It's a simple life, but a good one. What's your band called? Maybe I've heard of it. Oh, I doubt it, boss. We never got any airplay. Since when did airplay have anything to do with good music? Yeah. Fair point, boss. Alright, I'll tell you. The band was called Messerkampf. Messerkampf! Spelled just like it sounds, in big capital letters with an exclamation point. We weren't a big act or anything. We sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. Same story you'll hear from a bunch of other washed-up old relics, I'm sure. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36. Spent most of our time slumming it around the East End and picked up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. He shakes his head. Truth be told, that whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. We didn't do it for the fans or the fame, and we sure shit didn't care about money. All that matters to us was staying young and drunk and angry. He takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands, a sad smile on his face. We managed the second two. Good God, where's the time gone? Dietrich shakes himself from his reverie and looks back up at you. The familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Well, anyway, boss, everything ends eventually, and I washed my hands of all this years ago. So let's change the subject if you don't mind. Any thoughts on that last run? Well, we found Winters. That was something, I guess. This whole thing has me feeling uneasy, boss, but at least we have a direction to look in. See you later. Take it easy, boss. Alright, Iger. Iger turns to face you. There's a pained look on her face. Look, I owe you an apology. Which is more least condescending? Is that so, or I'm listening? Is that so? Yeah, it is. When Monica died, I was pissed. That probably doesn't come as a huge surprise, but I took that anger out on you, and I shouldn't have. Seeing Winter's body like that was enough to convince me. You couldn't have done anything to help Monica, and I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monica was a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away and said some things that I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. Her body relaxes. She begins to turn away. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Well, I've got some things to say to you. She stops and turns back to face you. You can see the weariness behind her eyes. Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. You're a valued member of this team, Iger. We need you now more than ever. I'm glad you're on my side. She raises a hand to stop you. The expression on her face has gone from cautious to annoyed. What? Cut the bullshit, fearless leader. I don't respond well to flattery. Forget it then. Yeah, I will. She shakes her head in disgust. You should go. I've got prep work to do for our next run, and you've got more important things to do than watch me pack my gear. That's true. I'm out of here. What's up, Glory? Analog, what do you need? How are you holding up? Don't worry about me, I'm solid. Yeah, if you say you're good, you're good. Her expression remains neutral, but she grants you a barely perceptible nod. I have a personal question again. I'm not big in sharing sport, personal reasons. You understand, I'm sure. Are these the same choices as before? I think so. Yeah, well, if you ever want to talk, I'm here. Anything new on the computer? Yeah. New messages? No. Shadowland BBS. Welcome to Shadowland. Relevant keywords. Where to find elves? And any other thing that would be hilarious. Is there any elf clubs or bars in the downtown area? I really want to meet one. They're just so beautiful. Maybe we can go dancing. Do elves like dancing? That's like, where do I meet Asians or something? There's one on Torstrasse, I think that's how it's pronounced. Bring a bouquet of roses. Elves love a romantic. That sounds like a setup lie. Elves love roses. Go bring them a rose. They hate roses. They hate roses. Bring them roses. Go bring them roses. They love it. The elf clubs I know of are members only due to creepy groupies like you. Yeah, I said that before I read it. Okay, great. Not really appealing when a guy is only after them for the shape of their ears. True, yeah. No more posts in this thread. Client screwed me. Benno is a fraud. I broke my first rule. Always get full payment up front. Left me hanging for 50% of the cash after I completed the job. I'm sure he'll have changed his name by the time this posting goes up. Male elf, brown hair, gold eyes. Look to be in his mid-30s. Be careful who you work for out there. That's a generic description. Half up front, you know, that's not a bad deal, but yeah. Never thought I'd see you admit to a mistake on here. Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep my eyes open. We'll forward any info I come across if you're still looking to collect from the guy. Sent you some surveillance footage. Is this your man? Sure is. Nice one. I'll split the take with you if this lead pans out. Good to find there's still honor among runners. No more posts. Still don't know what pay data for sale is. Attach data to escrow account. Data will automatically be sold to the highest bidder. I guess I don't have any data. Jobs directory. View all pending and active jobs. I don't have any. View notes on completed jobs. Still don't have any. Any new files? No. Oh, wait. Yeah, no. I thought there might be one on, is Blitz's name? I think that's his name. Walk away. So I can't look at those discs that we found. I guess we have to talk to Amsel. Go faster. Amsel's expression is harder than you've seen it before. When he points, or when he speaks, his voice is grim. Iger has told me of Green Winter's death. She said that he died in the same manner that Monica did. I don't know if I've seen worse. Have I? It wasn't a pretty sight, that's for sure. Amsel nods gravely. I know that you and Iger have had your differences. I will tell you that she was badly shaken by the sight of Winter's body. She also mentioned that you found something in Winter's safe, a package full of very old discs. May I see them? Of course. Good God! Gingerly, Amsel lifts the disc from the bundle and holds it up to the light. Slowly, he begins to turn it in his hand, causing rainbow patterns to shimmer across its surface. I haven't seen one of these compact discs since I was a boy. This is a DVD. Not too far off. A data storage medium from the mid-2000s. I'm amazed that Winters was able to find a device that could play it. How do we play it? He puts the DVD in his hands and quickly inspects the others. The first disc that I looked at might be readable, the others are damaged, some severely so. I have my doubts about them. So DVDs and CDs, despite their sort of toughness, if you keep them in a case, they can last for like 70 years. As far as audio and video goes, they're definitely the most reliable medium because they don't run out of magnetism or something like that. And vinyl records sort of, you know, there's a ton of reasons. Dust, and if you stack them wrong, they get crushed by their own weight and things like that. Anyway, these should just be unreadable because is this 2130 something, or is it 70? I forget, but yeah, they should be completely unreadable. They should be damaged by time, not carelessness. For now, let's concentrate on the undamaged disc. There's a little shop outside the Data Haven. Talk to the proprietor, Malit Holie. She might be able to help. Tell her to put the cost of the device on my account. I'm on it. I can do it. Are you coming with me, dog? This dog looks like a lion. To the streets. Talk to Malit about playing back a DVD. Oh, right here, huh? What's up? Welcome back. Oh, hey. I acquired a drone. Can you get it up and running again? Probably. It might take a bit of doing, though. I love working on these old corp drones. Can't make you any guarantees, but either way, it's on the house. Oh, sweet. I'll leave it in your hands then. Start on it right now. See you later. There's something else. Go on. I need something. I need a DVD player. Really? That is old tech. Very old, in fact. In just a moment, I'll go look. She turns to rummage through her trash. Ah, here we are. The dwarf wrestles a mid-sized flat-screen display out of the bin. This display has old enough hookups to connect to a DVD player. RCA, you know. Vintage. That is vintage almost now. The player itself, though, this I do not have. You may wish to try your luck down at the junkyard. There is a scavenger there, a primitive man with a crude disposition. If anyone here in the Kreuzbazaar can help you find your DVD player, he can, but he will almost certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. She takes a deep breath and smiles up at you. But you are not here for gossip. Shall we conclude our business? I could give you the display for, say, 200 nuyen. All Amsel said to charge it to his account. Ah, very well. I will have it packaged up and delivered to Herr Amsel straight away. Best of luck finding your DVD reader. I wish you well. Look for a DVD player at the junkyard. So, I remember this. I've played this part too. Don't remember any junkyard. So this is probably where I stopped. Watch as I continue to say, oh, I remember this. I actually remembered playing this until the end of the game. Oh, I actually beat the game. I forgot. Yeah, show me your goods. Oh, I bought an upgrade, didn't I? No, I bought a better, some better clothes, armor, whatever you want to call it. All right, so this is what I've got now: 5M30, 6M24. Still don't know what a smart link is. I have to figure that out. I just have to look it up on a forum or something. And I don't have a data jack, so that's out anyway. Pistols do more damage. They do max power. So this does way more damage. Let's get this. See what happens. Got a ton of money. Alright. I have space for one more weapon. Or one more something, I guess. Oh, is the junkyard right here? Are you the junkyard, sir? Stout old man looks up from whatever old tech he's tinkering with, squint at you through thick old-fashioned glasses. He pushes them up with an oil-stained finger as he straightens up to nod at you. He speaks with a gruff but well-meaning tone, heavily accented with German tonality. Guten Tag, what can I do for ya? Malit tells me you're the one to speak about DVDs. That little shrew sent you my way, huh? Shadi's smile broadens. Well, wonders never cease. Well, introductions are in order, I suppose. Shadi Buckman at your service. The old man raises a grimy hand in salute. Need something salvaged? Some old components? Violict? I'm indeed your man. Wonderful. How about that DVD player? Well, let's see. I think I've got something that'll work for ya. Shadi rummages through the junk heaped on a table behind him. A few seconds later, he snatches a battered plastic lozenge shape from the pile. That's not a DVD player. Ah, here we go. An old Korean player that I dug up last week. 2010 model, a real beauty. Shadi's smile broadens and he gives you a conspiratorial wink. I fixed her up and got her running, but without any discs to read, I've mostly been using her as a paperweight. That's exactly what I'm looking for. How much do you want? Shadi glances back at the DVD player, a rueful expression on his face. I'll take as much as I can get out of you for this paperweight. I'll admit I'm a little loath to part with this paperweight. There's plenty of folks out there who'd really appreciate an older player such as this, and I don't know what your intentions are for it. I really want that paperweight to use as a paperweight. I mean, just look at that. Beautiful paperweight. I'm gonna put it on my desk, cover my papers, make sure they don't blow away. I suppose, given the time and trouble I took putting her back together, that I'd be willing to part with her for, say, about 500 new yen. How about I just beat you up? That's ridiculous. I could trade something for it. What can I trade? The old man pauses for a moment, considering. Tell you what, a few months ago I had I'll call it a difference of opinion with that Buragazi fellow from the soy calf shop. I still can't say his name. He hasn't let me in his establishment since, and I'd sell my mother for a decent cup of coffee. You get me a cup of that Turkish coffee, the real stuff, not the fake junk, and I'll give you the DVD player. Sound like a deal? I think it was it 50? Was it 50 or 500? Deal. Worst case scenario, we'll just be like, I'll just pay the money. Where is it? Over here somewhere? Yeah, I think so. Import shop is, yeah, the safe house. So this place is, here it is, Cafe Kesve. Whoa, my voice is cracking today. Here we go. So he just wants a cup, huh? Oh, I have information regarding that matter my people are looking into, Efendim, the one involving the surveillance device on my data tap. Altug, I have been waiting for my coffee for nearly an hour. Are you growing the beans out back? The coffee vendor shouts, can't you see that I am speaking to an honored guest, you tower of quivering corpulence? Oh, corpulence is a great word. Now then, as I was saying, we were fortunate that you happened upon that surveillance tap when you did. The people on the other end were planning a very bad thing, to be sure. Very bad thing? Quite bad, yes. Monica Schaefer was an important member of this community. More than most were aware of, this Kiez was under her protection. You know how it is in the Flux, Effendim. The governance of a place like this is tenuous at best. You never know who's going to be in charge from one day to the next. But Monica was a stabilizing force. And not just because she was dangerous. She was smart and funny and wise, and she had a way with people. They wanted to support her, to follow her, because they loved her. When she was killed, it left an opening for others. It would have meant bloodshed and pain if this council had been allowed to continue their plan. But they did not. We saw to it, you and I. What happened to them? They have been reasoned with. Let us simply say the matter is settled and leave it at that. The Great Bazaar will maintain its stability a while longer thanks to us. Now, what can I do for you, Eflendim? Would you like some coffee, perhaps? Yes, give me a Turkish coffee. The real stuff. Very good. He hands you a ceramic travel cup, which he then fills to the brim with dark, steaming liquid. The scent is intoxicating. Is there anything more that I can get for you? No, I'll be going. I got that DVD player for 90% off. Oh, what's this? Skills. Oh no, it's just showing me what I already have. Alright. Alright, you, a deal's a deal. I'm a bit busy, but I've got your... give me my DVD player. Here's your Turkish coffee. Ah, thank you. Shroudy gratefully accepts the coffee, then snaps the lid back and inhales deeply, wiggling his mustache as he processes the scent. That's the real stuff. Shroudy gingerly picks up the ancient device from the table and presses it into your hands. The plastic is scuffed and worn, and it rattles a bit when you move it. Oh, this better work. I'm telling you now. Give her some good use, okay? Return to Paul with the goods. I've got the goods. These completely legal goods. Unless they outlawed DVD players for some reason. Now let's hook up these RCA jacks. That's the best you could do, really? RCA DVD player? It doesn't even have progressive scan? Come on. It seems that Amstel has assembled the team in your absence. They stand in a group around the old display that you had Malit deliver. On the faces, you can see excitement and apprehension, curiosity and dread. Analog, have you secured a DVD player? Yep. Here you go. Plug in those RCA jacks. Amsel disappears behind the ancient display. After a few minutes of fiddling with its battered inputs, its battered RCA jacks, he reappears, a satisfied look on his face. Everything appears to be functional. The disc should be ready to play. Don't keep us in suspense. Start the damn thing already. Analog went to the trouble of fetching everything. Let him do the honors. Amsel steps back, clearing a path for you to access the antique machine. You know, if it had RCA jacks in 2010, it really is an antique machine.